Do you know? There's a version of your work sitting inside you right now, fully formed, complete, brilliant. And it will never exist. Not because you're not talented enough, not because the idea isn't good, but because you're waiting. You're waiting to know more, to have better equipment, to feel confident, to have a plan, to be ready. And I'm going to tell you something that took me way too long to understand. Ready is a lie. Think about the last time you had an idea that genuinely excited you. Maybe it was a business you wanted to start, a song you wanted to write, a video you wanted to make, a design you'd been sketching in the margins of your notebook for months. And then you opened a tab. You started researching. You watched tutorials. You bought a course. You made a spreadsheet. You planned and planned and planned. And somehow, the thing you actually wanted to make never got made. I've been there. I think most people watching this have been there. And the painful truth is, it feels productive. It feels like you're doing the work, but you're not. You're standing at the edge of the pool, measuring the water temperature, reading about swimming technique, and never getting wet. Here's what they don't teach you. Readiness is not a prerequisite for starting. It's a reward for having started. You don't learn to write by reading about writing. You don't learn to design by studying design theory. You don't build confidence before you build the thing. You build confidence through building the thing. There's a concept in psychology called action precedes motivation. Most people have it backwards. They think they need to feel motivated before they act. But decades of behavioral research shows the opposite is true. You act first. The feeling comes after. The first chapter you write will be terrible. The first design you put out will feel embarrassing. The first video you post will make you cringe. That's not failure. That's tuition. Every creator, every artist, every entrepreneur you admire has a graveyard of early work they're not proud of. The difference between them and everyone else is simply they didn't stop there. Let me kill 3 myths that are keeping you stuck right now. Myth number 1, I need to be good before I put work out. No, you need to put work out before you become good. Public reps beat private practice almost every time. The feedback loop of real work in the real world with a real audience teaches you things that no amount of private perfecting ever will. Myth number 2, my idea needs to be original. Your idea will become original through your execution of it. Everything you've consumed, every book, every film, every life experience, already makes your perspective unique. You can't wait for an idea that's never been done. Start with what's in front of you, and you will become the difference. Myth number 3, if I fail, I'll have wasted my time. The only guaranteed waste of time is not starting. A failed project teaches you your audience, sharpens your craft, builds your resilience, and creates assets, skills, relationships, content that compound over time. Waiting teaches you nothing. So how do you actually break the cycle? Here's what works. Not theory, a real practice. Number 1, shrink the start. Don't launch the brand, post one thing. Don't write the book, write one page. Don't build the app, sketch one screen. Make the smallest possible version of starting so that not doing it feels more ridiculous than doing it. The goal isn't the big thing yet. The goal is to break the spell of not starting. Number 2, separate creation from judgment. When you create, your inner critic should be locked in another room. Creation and evaluation use opposite brain states. The moment you start judging while you're making, you freeze. Give yourself a set window, 30 minutes, an hour, where the only rule is make. Don't judge. The edit comes later. Number 3, set a shipping deadline, not a quality threshold. Instead of, I'll release this when it's ready, say, I'll release this on Friday. Deadlines are not the enemy of quality. Endless refinement is. Constraints force creative decisions. They separate what's essential from what's perfectionism in disguise. Number 4, make peace with version 1. Version 1 is not a finished product. It's a conversation starter. It's your first data point. Some of the most beloved creators, companies, and pieces of art started as something rough, weird, and unpolished, and then evolved because people saw them and responded. You can't iterate on something that doesn't exist. Now, I want to say something that I mean completely seriously. The world is not waiting for a perfect version of your work. It's waiting for a real version of you. The unfinished painting, the scrappy first episode, the rough first draft, those aren't embarrassments. They're proof that you showed up, that you were willing to be a beginner, that you cared enough to try even when you weren't sure. That's actually rare. Most people never start. They protect their idea forever in the perfect, unscratched state it lives in their head, and they die with it still there. You don't need more preparation. You don't need better conditions. You don't need permission. You just need to start. Start ugly. Start scared. Start small. But start.